Good afternoon, everybody. We're pleased to be joined by Mayor Landrieu on the steps of City Hall, and by Deputy Chief Barty, commanders from both the 2nd and 6th District, one of our officers here from the 2nd District. So today I'm pleased to announce that we've arrested the suspect who we believe used a shotgun to rob multiple victims in the Uptown area over the past several weeks. From the time the incident first occurred, I committed every available resource to the 2nd District to prevent future incidents and to solve this case. That included assigning members of the tactical unit and the violent crimes task force to the area on proactive patrol. At the same time, Commander Noel developed a very strategic deployment strategy in partnership with the 6th District Commander to track down this suspect. So on Friday night, we got results. Around 10 o'clock p.m., the 2nd District officer, Everett Rout, who's standing here next to me, was on proactive patrol when he saw a subject riding a bicycle in the area. The suspect fit the description of the armed robbery suspect we believed we were looking for. Officer Rout, who was driving a marked unit, began to pursue the suspect in an attempt to stop him. At the same time, Officer Rout called for backup, and other units assigned to the area on proactive patrol quickly began to converge on the area. Officer Rout then turned his lights and ordered the subject to stop. The subject then began to ride his bicycle onto the sidewalk and then turned down a side street where the officer temporarily lost sight. That's when the 6th District detectives Walter Edmond and Anya Hilliard quickly caught up with the suspect and followed him into a nearby parking lot. The officers were able to stop the suspect, and additional officers arrived within moments. The officers arrested a 16-year-old male without further incident. An initial pat-down revealed that that teenager was in possession of a revolver at that time. The investigation continued when the detectives obtained a search warrant for the teen's last known address, which was the 3600 block of Earhart Boulevard. Inside, our detectives found five smartphones, clothing described by the victims of the armed robbery, and a lever-action rifle, which was inside of a small carrying case. Based on those facts and the evidence uncovered, we have connected this teenager with 5 separate armed robberies reported in Uptown since September 5th to September 25th. This arrest would not have been possible without focused, aggressive, and persistent police work by all of the officers involved. We developed a plan, we took time to gather important evidence, and in each case, we got results. That's how these armed robberies are solved. And this is just one example of several successful investigations that we've had this month. Since September 1st, our officers have arrested 14 individuals responsible for committing 19 separate armed robberies across the Uptown area. The majority of these suspects were juveniles, but make no mistake, this is grown-up behavior, and we're going to treat them like grown-ups. The 3 juveniles arrested earlier this month for a string of armed robberies in Uptown are being charged as adults. We plan to pursue the same charges in this case also. My message is clear to anyone who thinks they're going to get away with this type of behavior. You cannot run, you cannot hide, we will find you, we will put you behind bars each and every time. At the same time, we're moving forward with innovative solutions to free up officers' time as we grow our department. Last week, we selected a vendor to manage our new false alarm enforcement program. Once it's in place, we believe it will free up about 11% of the officers' time spent in the field. Last month, I moved officers who were assigned to various desk duties to the Alternative Response Police Unit. These officers are handling nonviolent property reports, where there's no scene to process, and these calls can be taken by phone rather than an officer responding in person. Through this process, citizens who are affected by nonviolent property crimes can hear from an officer a lot quicker via phone instead of officers on the street responding and taking these reports in person. Since then, the APR unit has handled a total of 513 incident reports, and they have made 1,095 callbacks to citizens who are waiting for an officer. Taking it one step further, we're moving toward an online reporting system for residents and visitors to report nonviolent property offenses that don't require a police to arrive at the scene. The program is based on successful models in places like Seattle, Austin, and Baltimore. It's also expected to be in place before the end of this year. So to continue, we've added manpower, nearly 30 officers from administrative assignments back to the streets and patrols, where we've created other civilian positions to fulfill that work once done by police officers. This year, we're continuing our aggressive Get Behind the Badge campaign, where we're trying to recruit as many officers as we can. We graduated 56 recruits earlier this year, and NOPD recruit class 173 is currently in training at the police academy, expected to graduate this year. Class 174 is scheduled to start next month. Finally, we created the Violent Crimes Task Force in December, putting 16 officers on proactive patrol every night across the city. The deployment is updated daily and is based on daily crime trends. To the residents and visitors of New Orleans, the NOPD is on the ground every day, making sure every neighborhood is a safe neighborhood. Overall, crime is down 8% across the city year to date compared to the same time last year, and we're working to get that number down even further. We will not give up, and we will not back down. Our officers are continuing to run toward the danger every single day, and we will use every available resource to prevent crime and apprehend anyone who chooses to commit it. Thank you. This time I'd like to turn it over to our mayor.
Thank you all very much for being here. Chief, thank you very much for those comments. Officer Brown, thank you and the team, to the commanders and the deputy chiefs that are standing beside me. Public safety is the #1 priority of the city of New Orleans. I want to reassure residents and visitors that I and this administration's entire government is committed to making sure every day that every neighborhood in New Orleans is safe. There is no higher priority. I have given the chief all of the resources and the directive to make sure that this problem is solved. And in that regard, I want to thank the New Orleans Police Department for their smart and very aggressive police work. They worked around the clock. They acted quickly to get the suspect off the streets before he could commit another crime that is unbelievably scary. We continue to aggressively recruit more police officers, so the message goes out loud and clear to anyone within hearing distance. If you want to help make the city safe, the best way you can do it is to sign up, because we want to attract the best and the brightest, and we are investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in the recruitment effort to do that. We're also investing in the current officers that we have to retain the ones that are with us, with new pay raises, new cars, new equipment, and new training. I am committed to ensuring that every tool and resource is available to improve response times. We have created the New Orleans Police Department Special Task Force last year so that officers can be better positioned to respond. I've enabled the NOPD officers to work unlimited overtime hours. We've recently awarded a contract, as the chief said, to support our new false alarm reduction program that is going to allow police officers to reorganize their response times. We're moving forward on the online reporting system. We're also in the process of consolidating 911 services to make them more efficient. So I want to just remind everybody who believes that they can wreak havoc on the city that the violence in this city has to stop. Those who put down the guns, the city's going to stand with you and work with you. But if you don't, we're going to find you, we're going to prosecute you, and we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable and put you behind bars. And the efforts of the police department, the MAG unit, the GVRS strategy, and the crimes unit, along with the prosecutions on the federal and state level, should indicate to you that we mean what we say, and we can do what we say we're going to do. We have to do everything that we can to build a city of peace. We are one community. It takes the police and it takes the community to make sure that this happens. But make no mistake about it, we won't spare any resource to make sure that the people in the city remain safe. So with that, I want to thank NOPD again. Officer, I want to thank you and the team, all of the commanders and the chiefs behind us for their aggressive police work and taking one more violent criminal off the streets of the city. Thank you very much. We'll take some questions.